of the garage, home of the worldwide mechanics. Shout out to every mechanic who checks in from all across the globe: Spain, Poland, Korea, the UK, Canada, Japan, Africa. Like, shout out to all of y'all. Um, as you can see, today's session is running very much behind. I am knocking on 4 hours past when I would normally check in to chop it up with the hip hop faithful. But today was not giving me that at all. Today bust my ass. Like, today really was throwing hands, and it was a Deontay Wilder fight for the kid. Prime Deontay Wilder. Like, this is today was one of those days between rehearsals and phone calls and meetings, and I don't even have a lot of time on here to get to another one, but no rest for the best. Anyway, yeah, I said that. Anyway, I've been getting yeah, life be life, and thank you. One time for all the mechanics. Hit the likes, hit the subs. That's how you show your boy loves. Hit the hype and hit the share, so people see how we do it around here. Get your coveralls, get your tool belt. Let's get this car in the rack. See where we at. This ain't gonna take too long because I don't have a lot of time. But I have been getting a lot of questions and probes and feedback and borderline pushback about my Kanye take. I've had a bunch of people ask me, doesn't he deserve grace? For his apology. He apologized. Why isn't that enough? What more would you like him to do? And here's what I want to say to those people. I'm sorry. There are some, but I'm sorry. But there are some things that I'm sorry doesn't fix. I've said all the time, since my career started in this thing, since writing in the source, one thing I've seen to be consistent and never seem to go away is in this business, most people support the artist that they like, that they find something in common with, that they have some kind of kismet or connection with or feeling towards. There are certain things that an artist is going to say that is going to 150,000 times percent dead you from that connection. They won't feel connected to you anymore when you say something so wild, so egregious that it just completely goes against the fabric of their sensibilities and their morals and their integrity. And Kanye pushes those buttons. He pushes those boundaries. That's the problem with being on that shock jock style of promo. You're going to say some things that you can't take back. You're going to do some things that you can't undo. People are going to see things they can't unsee. You're going to say things they can't unhear. And once that happens, the connections pop. Let me speak for myself. When Kanye first dropped, what I really dug about him is he seemed to reflect who I was as a person at that time. I was smack dab in between like the hood and being a hip hop head. And Kanye spoke to that. He was wearing a backpack, but it was made out of Louis. He was, book bagged out like we were on our b-boy wave. But it was a luxury design brand, and he was finding a way to ride that sense, and the things he was talking about made all the sense in the world to me. The substance to the music was just I was here for all of that. And as he's grown and as he's evolved, he's gotten further and further away from that guy. Now, of course you're supposed to grow. Of course you're supposed to evolve. Of course. Not mad at that, not anti that. But what you grow into is a factor. What you become is a factor. And there's no getting around that. And what Kanye has become for a lot of us is something we don't recognize anymore, or something we no longer feel any kind of affinity towards. So supporting him becomes super difficult. And this doesn't seem like such a hot take, but we live in a world full of contrarians and folks who love to hit you with the gotcha. So they'll point to my earlier support of Kanye and say, well, you just being a hypocrite, or you switch sides, or you fake, as if he's the same guy that he was when I was telling everybody how awesome he was. Like, this ain't college dropout, yay. This ain't graduation, yay. This is a different dude. And the thing is, you don't even I barely see the roots of the original guy in this guy. Like, I don't see a lot of traces of that guy in this guy. I tell you what, the dude who told us George Bush doesn't care about black people would not be the same guy rocking a White Lives Matter shirt trying to tell the entire world that slavery was a choice. Yes, I get that he apologized for it and he blamed his illness for it. You know what that feels like to me? It feels like a man who knows he's an alcoholic, who relapsed and jumped behind the wheel. You didn't mean it. You have an addiction. You're not well. You're still going to jail. You're still responsible for not maintaining your condition. That's all I have to say about that. It's on you to maintain your condition. And again, like I said in the clip, a voice like Kanye's is too powerful for him to not be held responsible for what he says and what he does. I'm not, and you gotta stop painting every. Shout out to Austria. We got Austria in the house. Jova Julie, please do me a favor and subscribe. I would love to have more official mechanics from across the globe. And when it's time to check in, I want to know how you guys do it out there. Same way we do with every mechanic out there. So now we officially have Austria checking in. Um, Children get to say sorry and get forgiveness. Adults just have to live with the mistakes. Adults can be forgiven too, but the difference between being a child and being an adult is understanding that consequences pull up. One of the differences, right? One of the differences is that consequences pull up. And again, sorry don't fix everything. So when you're an adult, you definitely know sorry don't fix everything. There's some things you're gonna do that sorry just ain't gonna fix. Period. No way around it. Sorry, not sorry. No way around it. And you got to live with it. And here we are. Mr. Let me just say hello. Mr. Man the Best. Hey, bro. Okay. Hey, I got you. Hey. Kanye's early music was soulful. Mixed swag, I completely agree. And where's that now? Where's that now? Yo, I tell you this. Early Kanye, his mother was supported. Tell me if you think God bless, rest in peace, Doctor West would be supporting the stuff coming out of her son's mouth now. This dude does stuff with his kids watching. Like, hey, again, I'm not judging. I can't judge. I can't judge. I'm not perfect. I can't judge. But I can react. I can recognize, I can see what I'm looking at. I can make a choice not to support the nonsense. And on the same note, I can forgive what he's done, but that doesn't erase the fact that it was done. Doesn't erase it. And people are coming at me in some of these comments as if the apology should be all that's necessary. And you, now that he's apologized, everyone must let it go. You have to let it go. You have to forgive him now. You can no longer bring that up. Excuse me. Now you bringing up old stuff, and why you still talking about that, bro? News flash, it don't go away. If somebody gets, if I say something super heinous to you, it's not just the fact that I said it. You're also, even when I apologize, you're also not going to let it slip that I was capable of not only thinking that, but saying that to you. And even if I didn't, even if I said it and apologized, it still won't lose you that, yo, he really, is that what he thought of me this whole time? Word? You gotta, we gotta let some of this stuff go. We gotta let some of this stuff go. Like I understand folks want me to forgive and want me to just leave it alone, but I said my piece and I thought that I was pretty respectful. I'm not hating on you. I'm not telling anybody not to go listen to his music. I'm not trying to make you feel bad for still enjoying the albums. Time 181.88. Salute and thank you for pulling up. Hit the likes, hit the subs, please. That's how you show your boy love. Hit the hype and hit the share so people see how we doing around here. Again, I can't stay on too long. Rehearsals have been kicking my ass. Song prep has been kicking my ass. Um, but Lord Jesus, just know that again, no hate for me for Kanye. There's no hate whatsoever. So before you roll up in my comment section accusing me of that, just know you sound like doofy. And it's not hate that you're seeing. It's accountability. And I can't hate if all I'm doing is holding the situation, holding you accountable for the situation you've created. We cannot start calling that hate. That's whack. So whack. That's all I gotta say. In the meantime, in between time, go and hang up your coveralls, hang up your tool belt. Let's get this car off the rack, see where it's at. Hit the likes, hit the subs. That's how you show your boy love. Hit the hype and hit the share so people see how we doing around here. I'm gonna shut this session down. God willing, I will be back here 5 o'clock. Probably be happening from outdoors because this schedule is doing it to your boy, like completely running me into the ground. But I'm gonna keep making it a point to be back here. God willing, you guys will be here with me. Salute and love, and yeah, I will see you back here at 5 p.m. tomorrow Eastern. Make sure you have your alarm set so when I pull up, you'll know it's me. You know what I'm saying? A little alarm lets you know that I'm going live. Go ahead and set that so I can have you here and we can all congregate and get into this hip hop fellowship thing together again. Right? The garage is now officially closed for the evening. Open for business tomorrow at 5. Peace.